Everyone, hi. Bruce Mufson, LCSW, Sunridge, Nevada, coming at you with another music breakdown. We're doing Mac Miller's album that was released a few weeks ago that was from, music that he had before his death. And it's called Balloonerism. And this one is called $5 Pony Rides. And to me, this song is really, really interesting because he's trying to give his fans out there the tools on how to get through the day, both for himself and for them as well. And he's able to relate on what he goes through is what we all go through. So his ability as a musician is that it's amazing how he relates to his fans by saying, "You're struggling? Guess what? I'm struggling too." Now, his use of instruments and how he uses his vocals is simply incredible and on a different level. As always, I'm just going to break down the parts that are most clinically relevant to me. And again, before we start, we want to encourage everybody, please join us on the group level for $75 a month, where each week you'll get me for at least an hour, hour and change. And you can ask all kinds of questions you have clinically. We'll have everything on a live stream level. You will have a chance to speak to me. Any comments you want to do, leave up here. I'll get back to you right away. You know that already. And if you want me for more, it'll be a little bit more of a fee, but this is where we want to start going and taking the channel to. We know you're out there and you enjoy it. We just want to take it to the next level and really reach a select group of people that really want to learn about themselves and how to get better. Okay, so here we go. In the chorus, it goes, "Heard you're feeling pretty lonely. Your daddy should have got you the pony," hence the title of the song. "Let me give you what you want." What Mac does better than anybody I've covered, and we've done a lot of different artists, is that he's able to relate to that loneliness because he's basically saying to you, I'm dealing with the same feelings. I'm alone and I feel alone. Verse 2, he goes, killing yourself like this, going crazy, keeping all these secrets, all of these secrets. What are you/we really hiding from ourselves? What are we really hiding from ourselves? What are we not wanting to show, deal with, not talk about, not discuss, avoid it? Wizard of Oz, don't look behind that curtain. What's really there? And then it goes a little further down. Every time I reminisce, I keep thinking it was better than I remember. We all want to believe that the past was better than it actually was when it really wasn't, and not admit the truth to ourselves. But so many people say that to me. "Oh, he didn't really hit me a lot, just when I didn't bring his beer cold enough. Oh, that job wasn't so terrible. Yeah, your boss made advances on you. Oh, yeah, I was really happy living there. Yeah, except for the gunfire and the gang activity." But we all want to try and reminisce that it's not the way it was. But when you look at the coldness of it, you realize it wasn't so great after all. It wasn't so impressive. And if you had a childhood that was good, be grateful, because you're probably the minority of that ever happening. All right, going forward again, still on verse 2, "You left home right away." He's talking about trying to relate to a girl that he likes. You left home right away. Yeah, you ran as soon as you could. That's what I got, because you're not happy. And you keep going because you have not been able to find it yet. And I'm in the same boat. The number of adults now that live with families, live with their parents, all-time high. Used to be that you ran. Now people are not running so much because they can't afford to find a place to live that they can actually afford. But it's not uncommon when things are miserable, you left home right away. As soon as you could jet, you ran because you weren't happy. That's really the truth. Now, in the outro, there's a part of the song where it goes, can I give you what you need? And can I give you what you want? What he's telling the audience is saying, can I do both of them? Need and want. What you really want versus what you need. And the two are very, very different. It's repeated to me because he's pushing for an answer. What do you need? What do you want? Often what we think we want or what we need is not really what those things are. We get confused with that. I want this. I want a new shirt. I want something superficial. But what do you really want is clarity, stability, an environment where you feel wanted and loved. So it's two very, very different things. And he's kind of saying that need and want. And he repeats those two words throughout the whole song. Can I give you what you need at the end? What do you need, girl? His gift, as I said in the song before, is that he shares his vulnerability. You're vulnerable out there, and so am I. And together we will take this journey together. His gift has always been that he understood and why his fans loved him the way they did. And that's what made him a legend. What do you need? What do you want? Because he's trying to figure that out for himself. And he lets the fans know that that's okay. We all struggle with that. That's the focus of our channel. The two things that we've learned that people have, well, 2A, 1, 2, and 2A are, so it's basically three things. One is what happens when I grow up without a parent in the home, generally a father. Number two, what do I do with my life? And number 2A is I've been abused on some level. All pretty hard topics. Well, two of them are, and then trying to figure out what you want to do with your life. But that's a great deal of our questions that we get and the comments that we get. And how do I relate to this? I listened to this particular song multiple times, and I read hundreds of comments about it. You saved my life. I was crying and laughing at the same time. Whoa. Someone says that to you on anything that you do in front of people, that's a tremendous compliment for any performer, not just for a musician. To get that kind of accolade and love, I laughed and I cried at the same time, says that you spoke to him on multiple levels, and very, very few people get that. But he gets that a lot. And his audience, though they've gotten older, they still revere him. I want to just quote one of the commenters, how he uses his music, the bass and the tambourine are perfect alongside Mac's voice and synth. He makes it flow. Call me Viper 7723, just to give a shout out. I agree with that commenter. To me, what makes him so special, his words are so relatable. He wears his wounds out there. He shows you he's hurting. He shows you he's struggling. And to the listener, the longing and wanting to be connected, hoping to get someone or something that's like metaphorically just out of reach, whether it's a relationship, a union, a friend, a companion. So many people are so lonely. That's why we're telling you about turning into this channel. I want to teach you how to get out of that rut so you don't do something that's self-destructive like drugs and alcohol, terrible job prospects, dating someone that's not suitable for you, learning to like who you are, defining what you're going to have in a relationship going forward. And this is his greatness. He wanted that, the feeling of like, I got somebody, and we all want that in our lives. And I see that all the time when I do counseling. I want to give you the chance to understand that about yourself, not to beat yourself up, give you more credit than you realize, let you feel complimented about who you are, and realize, frighteningly, you're more capable than you realize. And you don't have to go down that pit of despair and then circle the toilet bowl. Mac's genius was he understood that, and he could change his voice, alter it, and his use of instruments, unparalleled. And that was his connection to get inside our heads, to get inside our hearts, to get inside our brains. And that's why people revere him the way they do. And you know what, Mac? 50 years from now, they'll still be singing your music. That's my compliment to you. Everybody, Bruce Mufson, LCSW, SUNRIDGE of Nevada. Thank you.